This next record is dedicated to some personal friends of mine, the LAPD. For every cop that has ever taken advantage of somebody, beat them down or hurt them because they got long hair, listened to the wrong kind of music, wrong color, whatever they thought was the reason to do it. For every one of those fucking police, I'd like to take a pig out here in this parking lot and shoot them in their motherfucking face.
This is Frederick J. Stemp Jr. today, folks. He wasn't always like this. He actually used to look like this as a young Duluth police officer. I don't think he was a police officer in this photo yet, but he was a bicycle cop his first 2 years, and then he got into a patrol car, and that's when he met me. And he had arrested me, and it's a really long story that's going to be discussed in another video. But basically, it can be read here, this page here, all about Frederick J. Stemp Jr. You can go to the website if you're not on it already and click, if you see on the sides here, there's boom, 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 Frederick J. Stemp Jr. So you see the video right next to it, Frederick J. Stemp. You click on it, boom, it brings you to that page. So that's how that goes. But we're not here to discuss me or what he did to me. What we're here to discuss is Mr. Frederick J. Stemp and what his personality is about. So what we did is we pulled up his Twitter account. This is his newest Twitter account. He used to have a different one, just Fred Stemp or something like that, but he disabled it after I had reached him years ago. So he has this one, which I guess he always had. And he says here that he's a Catholic husband, proud dad of 7, grandpa of 4, Marine, retired police officer, scout leader, leukemia survivor, crafter of beer, and proud American. Yeah, Bubba, that's a proud American there. Look at that beard. That just says ZZ Top all over it. I love ZZ Top. Okay, Catholic husband. Okay, proud dad. Whatever. Marine. He's not a Marine. He's a 54-year-old man. I mean, yes, he looks like he's in his 70s, but he's a 54-year-old man. And all right, I'm going to lose it. I got to tell you why I'm doing this. Okay, it's 1:12 a.m. Christmas Day. 1/2 hour ago at 12:41 a.m. Christmas Day, Freddy Stemp, this guy here, he logged on to that website that I had just brought you to. That which one was it? There you go, the one in Duluth there. You know, he brought you right. He logged on. He went in. He comes in. He's got a favorite page. He always comes in on his favorite page, which is to the Catholics. So he's first on the Catholic page, right? And from there, he went to a lawyer page, a page for the lawyers. So let's see where we can find for the lawyers. Okay. So he comes onto this page and he reads this, right? Then, there you go, get that music going on in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. Then he clicked on to this page here, this Frederick page. Well, actually, he went back to the Catholics page and then clicked on this page. So he just came on Christmas morning at 12:41. He's such a dweeb, this guy, you know? But he's a tough guy. He really is. And I know why he went on, because I've been on his page and he wants to see what's uploading, but he knows I know that he has my computer hacked and he knows when I'm doing this stuff. Well, let's take a look at your Twitter page, Freddy. You know, oh, and before we do that, let me go back to this description here, Marine. Okay, first off, all of these Marines think they're Marines. I got buddies that have been Marines 50 years, some of them 40 years. You know, once they've left, they never left. They are Marines through and through. That's it. They're like little kids, these guys I know. They're like little children. All right. Then he has retired police officer. He's not a retired police officer. He's an ex-police officer. A retired police officer insinuates that he did his 20 years, got his pension, and retired, and got his pension. He didn't retire. He went into other businesses. This guy never could keep a job. He's finally had a good job. Scout leader. He's a scout leader. Well, we know about scout leaders. They're like Catholics. He used to be an altar boy. And so he was a Catholic altar boy and a scout leader. He's also Knights of Columbus. He's like all these wacky friggin', white patriarchal, dominated, things and stuff. So he's a scout leader, so he must have, I'm sure, because this week it came out that the scouts are now being looked at like the Catholic Church was looked at. And that they now actually are going back to 1910, they said. And they have thousands of little scouts that were touched by the leaders. Like Freddy, who was a Catholic altar boy. My dad was, But he doesn't say he was today, because today, a year or two ago, it came out that his diocese got busted for the molesting back when he was an altar boy. So he doesn't admit to being one today. But Freddie's a proud one. He's and he's a proud American. Oh, and here you go. He's a leukemia survivor. Okay, big deal. That's that's God playing with him. It'll come back. And then crafter of beer. So he makes a drug called that is called beer, which contains the drug alcohol that he produces. He doesn't go out to a store and buy alcohol. He produces the alcohol and crafts a beer. So basically he's saying his drug of choice is alcohol. That's what he messes up his mind with. That's what he gets down with when he does his drugs. So let's look at his Twitter feed. It's been a couple of days since he's been on. He's some bullshit about the Democratic Socialist celebrating his life. There's nothing about this. First off, he doesn't even, he retweets this, okay? He's very small with the tweeting. He retweets this, and if you look at this tweet, it's final Democratic Socialists are celebrating his life. Democratic Socialists in Russia. Those pictures are in Russia. There are no Democratic Socialists in this country. You're either a Democratic capitalist, okay, or you're a socialist. There's no such thing as a Democratic Socialist. Okay, more bitching. So look at this here. On December 21st, he responds to Robert DeNiro. And it says, "Hey, big man, at Robert DeNiro US, bring that to me. I'll school your cowardly butt." Well, that sounds like a threat to me. It's a veiled threat, but it's a threat. He's going to school his cowardly butt. So he's a coward if he doesn't face him. Okay? And he's going to get schooled by Fred, and I guess by schooling he means he's going to kick the shit out of him. I think we can all infer that. So let's look at what Robert De Niro said. He said, I'd like to see a bag of shit right in his face. Hit him right in the face like that, and let the picture go all over the world. I'd like to see that too. Robert De Niro says, at Real Trump, deserves to be humiliated, and someone should hit him in the face with a bag of feces. That's from the Washington Examiner. They've got this quote at top that and then the one on the bottom. All right, so he needs to be humiliated, and he does. He's a crook, okay. But this is what they like to play. They like to play. So Freddy's saying to him, "Hey, bring that to me. Come on, bring your bag of feces to me, and I'll kick your ass." Okay. See, he's not afraid of him. He's willing to take him on. Come on, I'm gonna take you on, big guy. Well, he's the big guy. He's 250 pounds, according to the police report. And me, I'm only 125. So he's literally twice my age. However, he's very scared of me. Because he would never send me this tweet. He would never say, if I was to send him a letter, say, "Man, I'll kill you," And he goes, yeah, well, bring it and I'll school you. He never said that to me. No, he was scared to death of me. This pussy went out and called the cops and said, get this guy arrested. And for 3 weeks, he begged these guys to get me arrested. And then finally they said, okay, we'll get a warrant for him. And they got a warrant for me. I mean, really? Really? It's amazing what he does. You know, this here is the complaint that he went out and filed last year. This is over a year ago. And it took him 3 weeks to get an arrest warrant. At that point, they must have had enough to go to a grand jury, but they sidestepped the grand jury and got an arrest warrant. And that's a long story, a very long story, and you're going to be amazed at the story I'm going to tell you about that in another video. But this here is a guy who's making veiled threats openly in public, much like his idiot leader, dear leader, does. Excuse me. And, you know, he's walking around. If you notice, nobody liked it or tweeted or commented on it. I'd love to comment on it. But he has me blocked. So now we go to the, Schultz should resign. Yeah, she should resign. She's the reason why Trump's in office. If it wasn't for her, Trump wouldn't be in office. I think she should resign. I mean, she set it up so that Hillary Clinton could win. Bernie Sanders should have won that election. He was the only one who could have beat Trump. On the day Trump announced he was running for president, I told everyone he was the winner. And I got criticized a lot. And I stood my ground. And I laughed at everybody as they laughed at me. And I was right. He was the winner. And Debbie Wasserman's to blame. Yeah, she should be resigned. More than that, he loves to retweet, Oh, Democratic witness says Trump not impeached until Pelosi informs Senate. Sorry, buddy, but you know what? Trump is impeached. Are you that stupid? If he died today, if he died tomorrow, if he died in the next minute, God, I wish he would die, and I wish I could do it. But I can't. But if he was to die, he dies an impeached president, no matter what. Okay? Going to a Senate trial and not being removed does not exonerate him. It does not take away the impeachment. He's still impeached. And if you don't believe me, look at the other two people who were impeached. Both went to a Senate trial and both won at the Senate trial. Yet there are only 2 impeached presidents in history until Donald Trump came along. Excuse me. And I know sound like I'm talking to this guy, but I'm really talking to the audience here because this guy's a real idiot. I mean, he doesn't have a clue. You'll read more about it if you go to that webpage I told you about. Celebrating impeachment. Yeah, they're celebrating. Everybody should be celebrating. Jesus, they finally got the crook. The do-nothing Democrats. That's what I call them. So does their Freddie Stemp's dear leader calls them that too. They do nothing. The people gave them the mandate in 2018. Go impeach them. We just gave you all the congressmen you need. Go impeach them. And they wouldn't impeach him. They would not impeach him. In fact, I think a day or two before his phone call, they tried to impeach him. And they failed. And Donald Trump went in front of an audience saying, oh, they tried to impeach me. They didn't try to impeach him. They tried to bring a hearing to try to impeach him. But he was telling them, oh, they tried to impeach me. He has, they're never going to try that again. Wow. Yeah, I bet he ate those words. He's an idiot, just like Frederick J. Stemp is. Here he is. He's a racist. Here he is. All there. I mean, this was stolen from this woman, this race here. The Republicans have to steal races. They only have rich people and very stupid people who vote for them. Because the very stupid people think that one day they're going to be a rich person. And then they don't want to pay taxes because they hate the country. So they don't want to pay taxes. They don't want police or fire or clean water. They want to, or free medical. They want to say, screw you. I got mine, bitch. You get yours. And the jury's going to, look at this. Oh, God, Whoopi. Oh, yeah, Whoopi's begging on Meghan McCain. Oh, poor Meghan McCain. Come on, you're supposed to hate her. Her father's an asshole, remember? Donald Trump told you that. Come on, come on. He puts all these tweets because they've got like a lot of likes and a lot of retweets and comments. So maybe people think that it's, him that's getting all these likes and comments and retweets. I don't know. What's this here? Instead of winning back the White House working class voters, Obama now voted president. Donald Trump says just be calling them racist. Oh, God, the 5. They're a bunch of idiots. I think they're all high school dropouts. Like Freddie Stemp. He was a high school dropout. There he goes about his food. Great food and atmosphere. I mean, that's what he talks about, his food. He's a fatty. He's a fatty watty. I no longer think it is correct to call folks snowflakes with all the info that has been given them over the years. They are willful in their stupidity, so they should be called mushrooms, kept in the dark and fed shit from MSNBC, CNN, and other such outlets. What he means by other such outlets is anybody except for Fox News and that wackadoo broadcast. Was it Cox or that does the Christian bullshit? You can go read about that on one of the pages. I think on the politicians. I forget which page, but I've got a lot about how the news is a bunch of bullshit. And, he's a Fox viewer, so he doesn't watch these. Because every other station at this moment is showing Fox lying to the viewers. And their viewers are so stupid, they won't watch these other stations. So they don't know they're being lied to. Because they're too stupid to figure it out, and they don't want to believe it when they figure it out. Because then they go, oh my God, was I stupid? And it hurts their feelings. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. The blacks really love Trump. Oh, yeah. I bet they're fucking with the pollsters, just to give them some false hope. No quid pro quo, no bribery. No, if you listen to Sunland, he said there was a quid pro quo, and we were all in on the loop. I don't understand. Excuse me. I don't understand what's so hard to figure out about that. Okay, well, look, I want to wind this up because this guy's a real friggin' idiot. All he is like, oh, they're trying to impeach him. Oh, he didn't do anything wrong. Yes, he did. He extorted these guys. He told them, you're not getting your goddamn money till I get a goddamn announcement. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Because that's what he is. He's a fucking gangster. I used to work for him. You keep forgetting that this whole case is over my book. If you go to www.usatakeover, not USA Takeover, go to withoutagun.com. Withoutagun.com. It'll bring you to this page here. And you can read withoutagun.com. You can go to one of your favorite, click on just one of these here. You click on one of these and it'll bring you right to the page there, and you can buy it. I got it on sale for $4.20. There's a synopsis there, and there's a place where you can read preview. Here's a preview of it. You can preview it as well. So that's a good thing. I sent that to like everybody. I sent it to Michael Cohen, and 2.5 weeks later, he turned state's evidence on Donald Trump. And there's a warrant waiting for Donald Trump when he gets out of the presidency because he paid off a porn star because he's such a great guy. I'll tell you, he's such an idiot. For a guy, you guys voted for, these guys voted for him. And they say, I like what because he says what he means. But how come they're always out there explaining to us what he just meant, when he said what the weird shit he just said? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. So if you look at this guy's, Twitter feed. It's just a bunch of, the Democrats are bad. Of course they're bad. You're both bad. You're both idiots. You both can't see that it's just the social issues, that you agree with. This guy, man, let me tell you about this guy. This guy he's got a really weird fucking way of just doing things. Like this here, he's got a picture here with this this shirt on. I am pro-life, he says. I am pro-life. I am pro-life. Well, it's not really a shirt, but but he carries a gun and he shoots people. He's such a liar. He's not pro-life. He's pro-death. He's a soldier. He's a soldier boy. He works for the government. Governments kill people. People like me. He's one of them. That's what this guy is. And he's so screwed up in his head. He's, because they molested him as a child. He's so messed up in his head that he can't figure it out. He's pro-life, but he'll kill you. It makes no sense. So, that's Freddy. He's got some really weird shit here. Oh man, did I lose it? I might have lost it. I'll have to go and find it here. Some these photographs. You got to see somebody. Look at this one here. Sheila Jackson Lee's AR-15 has been located. That's from Old Marine Fred. That was his tweet. Nobody responded or liked it or cared about it. But that made that tweet anyway because he wants to show her. He's going to kill her. Here's your AR-15. I'm a real American, and we kill people like you trying to bring social justice like Jesus did. Who are you? Our Jesus wants us to kill. He's a friggin' Christian whack job. I have no idea what this means. I dream women will one day have the same rights as guns. Whatever the hell that means. I have no idea what that means. Nobody did. Nobody commented on it. Recall. There you go. There's his bullets. See? He loves his guns and bullets because he's not a real Christian. A real Christian would not even carry a gun. Or let alone even own a gun. I don't even own a gun. Okay? I'm not afraid of anything. This guy's afraid of everybody. Especially me. And he's so scared of me, he won't even tell me, yeah, come up here and say it to my face. Why? Does he think I will? He must. Why? Do I have a reason? Well, I must, because he must believe the reason's good enough to go up there and hurt him. He has some kind of guilt on his hands. Oh, I'll tell you. What a redneck. Oh, train rocking the house. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he had some... Look at this thing. Oh, my God. Oh, that must be his wife. Ugh. Oh, I like the pictures when they were real skinny. Oh, my God. And they were like little kids. This poor guy. That's the only woman he's ever known in his entire life. Man, I've been with hundreds. He has no idea what women are like. He just, will you play with me like the priest used to? That's what he's like. Oh, I can't wait. This guy's a dweeb. Christmas morning, 12:41 a.m. and he's on the website. He's on the website. He loves his website. That's what he clicked on at this morning. Look at this. Oh, yeah, I got that picture there. There it is. There's those two when they were in school. Look at him all soldier boyed up. He looks like he's 14 years old and she's 13. Look at them. Yeah. But if you take a really good look at the picture up close, you notice that she's got like this smirk and he's got a smirk. And where's his hand? It's probably on her ass. And he's like, I got my hand on. And he's still a dweeb today. I mean, you know. Oh, and by the way, um, you know, I don't know if he. I was talking about how I thought I had pictures of of a beating that I took, and I realized. Well, I was actually going through some stuff, and I found all of the stuff from the old trial. I have the transcripts and all that stuff, and we get to talk about it because it's in your complaint. That this is about that. So we're going to be able to talk all about that trial. This trial is going to take a week or two. Don't think you're going to get out of this easy, buddy boy. Come on, you knew. You knew. Come on. Come on. I send you an email with my email address on it. I send you an email with my email address
Beat him
on
down or hurt him.
it. And all you had to do was go to Google and say, oh, Lou Levite. Well, it won't let me do it. Maybe Bing will let me do it. There you go. You know, you go. You know, I sent you the thing. It said Lou Levite. So, okay, Loulevite. I want to know where the hell this guy is. Look, oh my God, all the stuff on me. Ah, holy cow. Holy cow. Look at that. The first page is just me. Oh my God. You can't find my address? Oh, please. I bet it's on this page right here. Let's see here. What do we got going on here? Amazon, videos, Twitter account. That was when I was running for president. Vice president, actually. Lynn was running for president. I was her vice presidential running mate. She asked me to be. I was living in Washington, D.C. then. Withoutagun.net. Look at that. I mean, you know, so, okay, so you go to the next page and you look at the next page. Phone numbers, house address. Oh, here you go, 55. That's the guy. Oh, look. Northport, Florida. Well, we know where he lives. But he goes in and tells him he doesn't know where I live. And that could be so they didn't have to make it a federal offense. So I'm going to leave now because I've wasted enough of your time. I want to put this up, and I want Freddy to open it up in the morning, or he'll open it up in a day or two. And I want him to know what a dweeb I think he is, and that I'm going to be sending this to everybody. And wait till you see the video I do next. You are going to S your pants. You know? So, you know, hey, Freddy is, he's a liar, and he likes to threaten well-known people. What can I say? Public figures, just like, you know, he thinks he got threatened. So, I don't know. I think I'll tell Robert DeNiro that, you know, that Freddy, little Freddy, threatened him. Wants to kick his ass. See what he says. You know? That's, you know, and that's because that's how violent the right is. And the left is just about as violent. They're just about there. Trump's going to start this war because his fans are all racists and they want a race war. But they're not going to get a race war. They're going to get a have and have not race war is what they're going to get. But I digress. So anyway, he could have found my address. I'm all over this, the Google and Bing and all the DuckDuckGos, you name the web, you know, you can find stuff on me, you know, my federal lawsuits that I filed in the 90s, things like that. You know, you're going to have a federal lawsuit filed on you, and the FBI are also looking into you. So, you know, you guys better watch your step. You know, you got some people in trouble. You know, you got Cox in trouble, Major, you know, Steffman, he's in trouble. The chief of police of Braselton, that guy, I forget his last name, but he's in trouble. I mean, you know, these people are getting sued for this. You know, you better hope they did their legwork and they're ready for this, because I'm ready. Onward. I'd say onward, Christian soldiers, but there's no such a thing. That's an oxymoron. If you don't know what that is, it's, you know, Fred Stemp's an oxymoron. So, all right, kids. It's been great talking to you. We'll leave you with these pictures of me, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, and I hope that Freddy J. Stemp Jr., gets over this obsession with his website. I hope he yells at these people, because it's been a year. If it was me, if somebody threatened me a year ago, and he hasn't been indicted yet, I'd be screaming up and down the halls. Of course, I would have been screaming months ago. So, I mean, it's not like the grand jury hasn't met 6 or 7 or 8 times since my warrant was taken out. It's not like they couldn't have done that. And it's not like the warrant was a big rush. It's not like they called the sheriff of the county of where my address was that's written on the warrant and say to them, go pick them up. They never did that. So, I mean, it's, that's for the jury to figure it all out. All right, we'll say goodbye. Sorry that y'all had to hear a real person speaking, but that's how real people speak. Bye.